What's going on, everyone? Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today, we're going to be talking about a stock that is not necessarily the most popular stock, but I think this thing is absolutely technically set up, absolutely beautiful. It is a powder keg tactical nuke that is currently unwinding, getting ready to absolutely explode, and this stock is Reliance, or R-E-L-I. Now, first things first, I want to run the disclaimer that I do own shares of Reliance and I do benefit from it going up. So if anything, this analysis will probably be biased because obviously I profit from it going up. But with that said, I want to keep this as unbiased as possible with this analysis and show you guys exactly why I am bullish on this stock. Anyways, my friends, if you guys want to join me on Hootmoney Trade Alerts, we've been absolutely bagging up. Friday was no exception to that. We hit a 90% bagger on an SST zero data expiration call, of 29% bagger on Moderna, a put option that we got there on Friday, and then 44% buying the dip on BBIG on Friday. So come make money with me. Hootmoney Trade Alerts, that first link in the description below. And with that being said, let's just get right into the juice of today's video. All right, so let's start out here with the technicals. So Reliance has been deep in the red pretty much since its inception, and right now is no exception. It is in the red, and on the weekly chart, you guys can see that it is oversold. It's in this oversold area. We also have the yellow right here, which is the VWAP pointing up, which is a very good sign. You want to be buying when things are deep in the red with the VWAP pointing up. That's exactly the signal that Market Cipher produces. We can move into the daily chart and it gets even better. As you guys can see, the daily chart recently printed 2 green dot signals. It's also very deep in the red. If we actually compare the red money flow to the previous red money flow back here, it's pretty much as deep in the red as it can get. And it's also sitting right here at a fib level. And again, those 2 buy signals. So it's set up very, very well on a technical level. 12-hour chart also got that green means go, bouncing very nicely off of this fib level. As you guys can see, it does respect these fib levels pretty well. Moving down into the 4-hour chart, same thing. It's very deep in the red, and we got a buy signal. Again, bouncing off that fib level. So the technicals on this thing are showing very, very good signs. There may be a slight intraday pullback based off of what we're seeing here on the hourly chart, but again, it's turning into green money flow. As you guys can see, it just turned into green money flow. This really could be the start of a larger rally in Reliance. I really do like what I'm seeing here. Another thing to note about Reliance is that it does not have any options. So market makers are going to be unable to manipulate this thing through the options market, unlike a lot of other stocks. Now, this is not the reason for me to get into this in the first place. I'm just noting that as just a technical catalyst. Not having options can really send this thing flying. Also, what we've been seeing, and I'll just briefly touch up on this, is it's kind of crazy. So when the price is going up, on Reliance, I see TRF, which means off exchange, trade reporting facility. It means the trade was settled off exchange. But when it's going down, I always see the NASDAQ. I always see it going straight to the NASDAQ. So you know that this thing is being manipulated. I also, in particular, want to talk about this, because this big red candle right down here was very, very suspicious. We'll just jump right into that. I want to quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Moomoo, a licensed FINRA broker that does absolutely zero payment for order flow. They're currently running a promotion where all you have to do is use the link in the description below, deposit $1, and you can get up to $7,000 in free stock. Absolutely crazy promotion right here. It's essentially getting 2 free lotto tickets on Hootmoney. All that's really required is, again, click those links below in the description and deposit $1, boom, up to $7,000. So check that out. You can get Amazon stock, Apple stock, Tesla stock. You could potentially get 2 of those stocks, right, with this promotion. Links are below. Let's jump right back into the video. All right, so again, addressing this large selling candle where the stock dumped almost 10% immediately. And I remember going back here, it took 12 seconds to dump this stock, 12%. What happened on top of that was a ton of short exemptions. As you guys can see, on April 7th, there were 10,000 short exemptions. This is over 172,000 in total volume. So the short exempt volume, 10,000 divided by 172,000, puts it at 6% on the day, which is absolutely insane. And they only have 6 days to cover these short exemptions, which would add additional buying pressure. So this thing is clearly being manipulated down. I assume a lot of those exemptions came during this candle. I don't think market makers want retail to be on this stock whatsoever. Another thing showing that Reliance is definitely heating up a ton is the fact that the free float has been decreased. So as you guys can see, over the past 2 trading weeks, the free float has been oscillating around here. It was at 5.43 million right here. Now it's down to 4.82 million. So the float has been decreasing. A lot of the times when you do see the float number get corrected, that's also an indication that market makers over leverage themselves, accidentally potentially shorted more shares than actually were able to be shorted, which results in naked short selling that they have to cover. We're also seeing the days to cover spike up. So it's up from an average of 1 to about 2 days to cover. So decreasing float, increasing days to cover, all those short exemptions, it's chilling right at a fib level right now with many different oversold buy signals. It's really set up nicely. Now, what kills short squeezes a lot of the time? Delusion. Delusion definitely does kill short squeezes a ton. Reliance has none of that, all right? So the overall offering ability is low, meaning that they don't really have any shelf capacity to release a new offering on Reliance. So that's a very bullish signal right there. The one thing that could potentially dilute the float of Reliance is warrants. So as you guys can see, the risk is only 2 million warrants. Well, let me tell you guys something. These warrants have a strike price of $6.60. Reliance is at $3.75 right now. So Reliance is really at no risk of dilution because it's trading very significantly below their warrant redemption value. So all in all, there's really not a huge threat of dilution because, again, the exercise price for these warrants is extremely high. It's almost 50% higher than the stock right now, and their offering ability is super, super low. Y'all thought that was it? Well, there is more. The short interest has increased 21% throughout the day today, with another 371,000 shares being borrowed at 200% cost to borrow, putting the short interest up to 1 million shares on an extremely low float. 21% short interest. The float, again, is 4.82 million. This thing is absolutely ready to explode. As you guys can see, the short interest has doubled since its last reported value at 21%. This is likely due to their recent earnings, but the recent earnings honestly weren't terrible. They had a lot of expenses due to a recent acquisition, but their revenue is up 32% year over year. Their revenue has been increasing year over year for the past, 4 quarters there, maybe even 5 quarters. So all in all, while the financial statements aren't amazing by any means, they are a growing company and they're investing in themselves, increasing their revenue each and every single year. So all in all, even though Reliance, or RELI, is not the most popular ticker at the moment, it's seriously primed to at least get a very nice push up into the $5 or $6 region. I definitely think that it's very, very capable of doing that, bouncing up a fib level or two. I mean, we're looking at a stock that has a decreasing float with days to cover coming up, a cost to borrow of over 200%, a 20% increase in short interest as of today, multiple different buy signals on longer time frames showing that it is very, very oversold and it is very, very due for a bounce. Please tell me what I am missing here. This thing is absolutely primed to squeeze, and I think just a slight interest from retail investors would absolutely pop this thing off and put shorts in an absolutely terrible position. Short sellers have absolutely over leveraged themselves on this stock, and without options, this could get ugly real fast for short sellers because they won't have the derivatives market backing them in their naked shorting attack on their on these companies. So I definitely see some upside on Reliance in the coming future, but it is not a buy or sell signal. It is not financial advice. And understand, I do own this stock currently, so there's probably going to be a little bit of bias as I do benefit from the upside. So understand all of those when doing your own analysis. But everything I showed you in today's video is there. It is there for your seeing and your doing as well. So you can obviously do analysis on the information that I've presented you and just completely ignore everything I've had to say. Anyways, my friends, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on it if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. Check out Hootmoney Trade Alerts if you want to bag up, get rich with me. We've been doing extremely well. The trading account is up 275% since opening it. It feels like I'm just literally printing money nonstop. Again, Hootmoney Trade Alerts is that first link below. Also, check out Moomoo if you want up to $7,000 in free stock as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. That link is below as well in the description or pinned comment section. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys next time.